Te Hunga Māori began over 30 years ago.
When I look back and I reflect on the genesis of Te Hunga Rōia, and I was a young practitioner in Auckland at that time. In 1988, there weren't the numbers of Māori who were practicing law compared to what we have now.
What happened was that a group of Māori lawyers were actually attending a New Zealand Law Society, a conference or event in Aotearoa, and they left. And they left because they didn't feel like the event, the organisation represented them and their interests, and they didn't feel included.
And so it was an occasion of excitement to be able to organise to come together as Māori practising the law, to talk about the issues that were common to us, and just have the opportunity to reflect on what we as a group of people coming together could achieve by organising, collectivising, to be able to hopefully have some influence in terms of the legal issues that were of concern to us.
So on the 27th of February, the two organisations came together in Wellington to sign a Memorandum of Understanding. It essentially reflects where the relationship is at now, which is two organisations who are mutually supporting and assisting each other, whose independence remains intact, but who are working closer together.
I think that it is a hugely significant move, for the Law Society in particular. The fact that it's taken 30 years to get to this point is quite amazing, really. But I'm very pleased to see that the Law Society has engaged with the leadership of Te Hunga Rōia to enter into this Memorandum of Understanding, which really recognises the bicultural foundation, of this country, the importance of te tiriti of Waitangi, and a good faith relationship whereby the two organisations can work together.
So for us, for the New Zealand Law Society, or for the wider profession, it's hoping that they gain an understanding of who we are and what it is that we bring to the table, our unique viewpoint on te ao Māori and what it means to be a Māori lawyer or a Māori judge in the legal profession.
What I really hope for is that this isn't just something that's written on paper and put to the side and not used in the future. It's been a really important day today. It's a coming together of both of our organisations, but that is only as good as the people coming together and actually doing the work, doing the mahi to make that come to fruition. And so it's incumbent on the people who are in those positions of leadership to really put some work, some mahi behind it to make these things come to fruition.
I feel a huge responsibility, but also a huge opportunity for us to work together but apart, together when it benefits us and benefits the law profession, and apart when we have our separate things to do as well. So it's something that I'm taking a big responsibility, and I'm really excited to get started on this journey.
I still think that we have, as a profession, a long way to go, not only in terms of the representation of Māori within the profession, but also the representation of women moving through the profession into leadership roles. A memorandum of understanding like this is just, one good solid step in that direction.
I hope that Te Hunga Rōia Māori goes from strength to strength, because that's the trajectory that they're definitely on. I hope that we as the New Zealand Law Society support them in that journey, and in doing so ensure that they always have an independent voice, because if that means they need to use that voice to say, hey, you're not doing enough, then so be it. And I hope that we as an organisation keep doing the work, keep showing up, so that one day we can be recognised as a true cultural partner. And I hope that we make up for what happened 31 years ago.